Dear, welcome to my page. And yes, we are going to be discussing about Regina Daniels in the course of this video because we're going to be discussing about Regina Daniels and Regina. So yeah, because this is my first time, I'm finding it very, very difficult to go live. But we just need to actually discuss the matter between Regina Daniels' mother, right? Discuss the problem with Regina Daniels' mother in all of this equation. Because to be very honest with you, when I look at the situation going on with this family, when I look at the problem going on with this family, both Neduhongo and Regina Daniels, the person that you can actually term these two is no other person but the mother, because she took majority of the step. For the very first time, if you are coming across me for the very first time, you can do well to like, yes. So for the very first time that these two actually came to meet with each other, they explained everything to you. They talked about everything that this man actually wanted this particular girl. And the only thing that is reasonable as a parent for you to do at that point in time was to find out the kind of man that you want to marry. Don't forget, we are just finding out now, according to Regina Daniels, that she actually married Neduwonko at 17. So if she married Neduwonko at 17, move with me. That means she was still not. So that means she was still not supposed to get married at that point in time. But because of riches, because of the achievement that Neduwonko has gotten, because of the achievement, and because of some people's selfish interest and selfish gain, that was why that girl found herself in that house. And despite the fact that they now actually now have the money and the mother is enjoying, the daughter is enjoying, but there is more to this enjoyment. There is more to this enjoyment. There is more to enjoying more than that. And that is the most crazy thing, because she has actually tasted the wealth. She has tasted the money. Okay, I've tasted the affluence. She has been able to sit with top and top people. She's part of the wives of the generation. You know how that crazy it is that she moved from just being a 17-year-old girl, trying to find herself in Nollywood, to the top like that, to meeting with senator's wife in the federation. And after all of this, she discovered that there is nothing to this. There is nothing to this life. This life that was offered, that they said, oh, probably the parent had said, oh, you will enjoy, there is more to this. Oh, you will enjoy life. Oh, you know, you will drive Ferrari, you will drive all of these things. She has discovered that there is nothing to it. And when she was making mouths back then, and she was claiming that, oh, it's better to cry in a Ferrari than to be poor and not have Ferrari, saying all sort of statements, saying a lot of words. Many people were actually really, really, really sad. Many people were sad for it. But that is not the case study. Let's go back to the mother. After she discovered that everything that she was doing doesn't actually make sense. After everything that she had worked for, she just have made, she have everything now. But her happiness has been lost. Her childhood experience as a young girl has been lost. Everything that she actually thought will actually work out for good for her didn't work out, because she left for her home, her mother's parenting, at a young age. And I can remember at that particular time that the father actually made a tweet that time that I am not supporting this marriage. Like he knew. Because sometimes as a single parent, that's why as a single parent, sometimes you need to be very, very careful. You need to, when if it's not going to work out, let it be that it's because probably you guys have tried everything to make it work, and it will not later work, or probably there's an abuse in the marriage. But if not for those sakes, please and please, I'm begging you, don't find a way of divorcing. Because all I could see here playing part in this family's line is parental failure from both sides. Because the man was saying that I'm not agreeing to this marriage, But the mother was saying, oh no, now you need to marry this person. This person will take us out of poverty. And actually he did. If it's about flying private jets, these people were able to experience it. Because if you look at the wealth that Nedu Wonko has, he had all the access to the money. He has access to the money. And he spoiled Regina Daniels. No, let's forget about it. He spoiled Regina Daniels. And in one of his section, if you look at some of the things that he was saying, right, he made it known clearly that there was a particular time that he sent 128 million naira to Regina Daniels' mom. Not Regina Daniels, Regina Daniels' mom. Imagine you being a mother-in-law and somebody acts just willingly, just looked at you and sent 128 million naira to you. Regina Daniels' mom that was coming outside to come and say, oh, Nedu Wonko is not rich, all of these things. Regina, there was a post of Regina Daniels collecting $100,000 $100,000 that she posted by herself. So these people were actually taken from poverty range, or let me say being okay range. They were taken from poverty range and they were taken to somewhere at the top. But this girl discovered that in all of this, it looks like I probably was the one that met with this girl, but I enjoyed all I'm supposed to enjoy. It was beautiful experiencing all of these things, but still the peace of mind is not there. Whether the claims that this girl is making is true or false, the mother knows about it. And I'm sure she will still be pushing her. The only thing she can just come out to the general public to come and be claiming is that, I have the best mother, I have this and that, I have that and this. But that is not the bone of contention. That woman really did what she did to favor herself. But in the reality of things, what she did was just to bring that girl down. And to be very honest, I was looking at the family. If you look at the family, the family looks like a close bond, right? And I look at Nedu Wonko's house, right? If you look at Nedu Wonko's house and with the video clips, if you follow Regina Daniels very well, you will notice something that is very, very critical. Very, very critical. And what do they do in Nedu Wonko's house? The people that are in Nedu Wonko's house, Regina Daniels has freedom. She has freedom to bring in people. She has freedom to bring different people into the house. There are several times that we will see. There was a particular time that Jaruma was going to Nedu Wonko's house like no man's business. There was a particular time when there were clips of Uche Montana. There was a particular time that there was clips of Two-Face Idibia and Adi Idibia in this man's house. And every of those people that came to their house was as a result of Regina, not Nedu Wonko. But any time those clips, meaning that this man was accommodating some of the things that he actually wants to accommodate and things that he doesn't want to accommodate. And that is why I can actually see a clip. I wish YouTube is not just optimized for this stuff, to be very honest. I'm supposed to be showing you some clips because there was a clip that is actually trending where one of the people were talking about the fact that Regina Daniels' family member, Sammy West, was in Regina Daniels' house. Regina Daniels' house. And the man actually wanted to send this guy out of the house at 4 a.m. Imagine, because of the problem that this guy is causing to his household, and because of the influence that this man is having on this girl negatively, that Sammy is having on this girl negatively. And so because of that, it's so crazy. It's also crazy, to be very honest. So now the man now said, oh, enough is enough. I don't want you in my house again. Because anytime you come to my house, there is always issue. Anytime you come to my house, there is always problem. Anytime you do this, I don't want you in my house again. And that is how problems start. That is how this problem starts. So you see him going from face to face, shouting and screaming, I don't want you in my house. But still, this guy is still finding their way in. And that was what he was complaining, that the influence of these people are too much. And in as much as Regina Daniels actually, Nedu Wonko loves the way sometimes this thing makes him high. This thing makes him, he loves the way she's high and she's wild and she does several things, with her highness, she's able to record herself. That's why she's complaining about the fact that she has sex tape currently with Nedu Wonko, that she prays that will never make it to the public eye. Because to be very honest, it will be so stupid for Nedu Wonko to actually release those tapes. Because if truly he has a tape with her, then it will not make any sense if you release those tapes. It just makes sense that he probably just delete them if they actually get to settle these things. So to be very honest, the influence of her mother on this particular girl is the reason why she's where today, is where she is today. This marriage was not supposed to happen in the first place. It was not supposed to happen. It was not supposed to happen. This marriage was not supposed to happen in the first place. Because had it been this marriage didn't happen, she would have been able to live her life. Probably she will not be used to drug. Probably she will not be the kind of person that will be using drug now. And probably still, she might be doing the drug on her own, but it will not be on Nedwonko's head. She had the choice to make it very well in life. But the family thought that, oh, you will be the sacrificial lamb that we will set. So now, Regina Daniels became the sacrificial lamb. And because she became the sacrificial lamb, it was like, with everything that I've gained in this house, what exactly is my gain? In all of this, what exactly is my gain? She looked at everything that she has. She looked at the people that she's with, and she's wondering, what exactly is my gain in all of this? There is no gain. There is no gain. Nothing. Though there is the riches, there's the car, I can ride car, I have maid, I have all of this, but there is no gain. There is nothing. So the family just used her to gather wealth for themselves, to collect money from this man. I was looking at some of the things that this man said they did. Some of the things that they did to this man. And in my mind, that this man did for Regina Daniels' family. And I'm wondering, this entitlement mentality is so crazy. It's so crazy, to be very honest. Very, very, very crazy. The entitlement mentality that you can collect 125 million from your parents. This man bought a house for you guys. After buying this house for you, he also bought a studio for the Sammy West that is attacking him now. He bought all of these things. Not like he was under what's it called, but he was doing it as like a family store for all of them. He bought it. He bought instruments for the Sammy West that is abusing him now, and everything just became so crazy. Let me see if I can actually read this to you. I actually want to see if I can actually do this to you, so let me see if I can actually read this particular thing to you guys so that you can see exactly what I'm saying. Somebody wrote this clip and I so much enjoyed it, and I want you to listen. Just listen with me as I read this to you. Yes, it seems I can actually read things to you guys. So it says here, summary of everything after jumping from one social media platform to another. Listen, summary of everything after jumping from one social media platform to another. Regina Daniels and Nedwonko are cool. Gina is very open-minded and might have spilled one or two or more to the family and friends. Everybody knows Regina Daniels. Regina Daniels is this cool girl. She associates with everybody. She even made it known in one of her posts that she associates with everybody. You know, all of the people that have issues in this life, she carry it on her head, especially those that have issues with their marriage. Oh, Regina Daniels is their go-to kind of person. Regina Daniels is a very free person. She has a free heart. She has a very free heart. And everybody that knows Regina Daniels will know that this lady is so free. You are so comfortable with her. So Gina is a open-minded and might have spilled one or two. Family member visits a lot. And that is one of the problems that I see in all of this. The fact that you see family members visiting Regina Daniels, even on social media, I can't count the number of times that I have to see Regina Daniels bringing in different people into Nedwonko's house. And in as much as it's their house together, the fact that every now and then that is where they can do her both together, and he has to be asking, who is this person? This is Sonia Uche, today Sonia Uche, today Uche Montana. And that was why Nedwonko was able to make mention of the fact that, you see this particular thing that you guys are doing, that you are bringing people to my house. I don't actually like it, but that is just her own spirit. She loves it so much. So let me continue. Family members visit a lot due to their familiarity, and they forgot boundaries. That is one of the things that we need to know. Imagine coming out. I told you before that imagine coming out, and when you come out, the person that you're actually seeing in your house is the brother of your wife. Every now and then, they are coming to visit, because anytime they come to visit, they know that something must drop. They know that something must stop. Don't they have their own house? Don't they have things that they do? Don't they have their own family? But they come to Regina Daniels' house, being the billionaire's wife's house. Let's come and greet our sister every now and then. We must chop. There's something that must come out. Something that must pop up. That you are now even bringing your child And the man didn't know about it. They even had to say, oh yeah, I chased all of you out of my house. And because of that, fight ensued. Imagine, he now chased them out at 4 a.m. And because he actually chased them out at 4 a.m., the guy was able to fight and fight and fight till they carried security to actually chase him out of the house. Till they did that to chase him out of the house. And those are the kind of fights that were going on secretly. That anytime he's not around, that it now became that anytime that this guy is not around, that is when this guy now comes. That anytime he's not around, that is when this guy now comes. So family members visit a lot, and due to that, familiarity entered. They forgot boundaries. They forgot their boundaries. And to be very honest, this is just what happened. That every one of them, now somebody made mention of the fact that everybody called Ned, forgetting that this man is old. Everybody called Ned in the house. And it's not because of anything. No, this is your father-in-law. This is like your grandpa. But the respect, and the person that is supposed to call for the respect, because she's naive. She's 25 or 24. She doesn't know anything. And the person that is supposed to bring that this is my husband, right? You must respect, this is my home. You must respect my home. He's not doing her job because she's naive about all of these things. But they forgot their boundaries, and then entitlement. Then what? Then entitlement. When I actually saw this, I'm like, this is just the perfect thing. Entitlement entered. Look at what this man has actually spent on that family. How many people do they do that to? But this man was just doing it out of, let me just do it because I love giving and I love my family. And that is why that man is regretting that after everything I've done for you, this is how you will repay me. After everything I've done for your family, this is how you guys will repay me. This is what you guys will do to me. And in as much as the amount of time that Regina spent with him cannot be quantified with the amount spent in the reality of things, the time, the fact that she got pregnant for you, and all of these things cannot be. But we cannot still take away that fact that your family were entitled to this guy's money or to this man's money. So let me continue. Then the entitlement and then disrespect. From entitlement to disrespect. So they started disrespecting the man. And anytime this man says, this is my house, I am the owner of this house, you are not the one that built the house for me, you are not the one that did this for me, I can send you out anytime I don't want you in, it becomes a problem. Then fight ensues. Then Regina Daniels can now come and tell you boldly that in my mother's house, I am nothing. In my mother's house, I am a queen. But in Regina Daniels' house, I am a nobody. And this is one of the things that we are supposed to know as individuals, that your family life, your husband and wife's life is different from your family. And if your husband is claiming that he doesn't want your family to come into your matrimonial home, you should respect that. You should respect that. So that is exactly what actually really happened. Then he continued, or as I will put it, see finish enter. And they started seeing this guy finish. They started seeing Edu Wonko finish. So next, Regina Daniels love to have fun and sometimes might have to use drugs, but I wouldn't say addict. Her husband is aware. I didn't want to be tagged party popper. This lady was using this thing, being influenced by the brothers and everybody. But so that it will not be like, oh, my wife, anytime she wants to do this thing, I say no. She doesn't want, and he doesn't want to behave like I cannot do because I'm an old man. This man had to fall. This man just had to follow her and continue in this thing, according to this person's tweet. So let's continue. So he allowed her, so long as the side effects allowed him to enjoy his wife's crazy side. And that was why Regina Daniels made it known in her statement. Shebi, you know that I used to use this thing. And you don't complain. And you love it. Because you were able to see the wild side of me anytime I do these things. I don't know if you understand me now. You are able to see the crazy side of me, the bad side of me, whenever I do these things. But this man is doing it because he knows that, if I don't do it, I'll be look like somebody that, he doesn't like, you understand me? So he was able to just do that one and just say, see, I love the way you do it. It's not because I necessarily like it. Because Nedu Wonko has made it known clearly that he doesn't involve himself in all of these things. He doesn't smoke. Not to not talk of taking drugs. But he does have to play along. May not be like, say, you understand. And the fact that he was also loving it, he was liking it, he was loving all of these things. He was loving the fact that, oh, there's this wide side of her. That was why the Regina Daniels will talk about the sex tape. Regina Daniels will talk about the sex tape. That, oh, you have a sex tape of me, and please, I'm begging, don't release it to the social media. Don't release it to the general public. Because if you release it, I'm in trouble. I just pray it doesn't get out one day. That was what he was saying. So that is that about that. And our husband is aware and didn't want to be tag party pooper. So he allowed her, so long as the side effects allowed him to enjoy his wife's crazy side, meaning that he also loved the crazy side of her. Papa saw that this thing started making her aggressive, plus whispers and influence from friends and family. Her attitude towards him started changing. So the attitude of this lady started changing. And that was why sometimes he needs to lock her up. Not that I'm actually justifying that fact, too, because it doesn't make sense that you lock your wife up. It doesn't actually make sense. If truly what Regina Daniels talked about is true, that he actually locks her up, then it doesn't make any sense. Why would you lock your wife up? Why would you collect your wife's phone? Regina Daniels also making phone that you collected my phone from me. Why should you collect your wife's phone? And there was a particular video that trended, if we remember. I want those that can think to remember. There was a particular video that trended that Regina Daniels was there, that Regina Daniels' mother, Regina Daniels, and some group of people were there together and they were discussing. And while these people were discussing together, right, that Nedu made it known clearly that Regina doesn't respect me. She thinks I'm controlling her. If you remember that video, it trended. That's when you will know that there are some things that this girl is doing that it necessarily doesn't make sense. You understand? Because he sees them like she sees correcting like control, which is not her fault, right? Because she actually has people that are actually supplying her with all of these things, and they will actually be whispering to her ears. So it's not that the whispers from friends and families are actually influencing her against the husband. And of course, you know, they love themselves, they like themselves. I am talking about the family now. They love themselves. You know, you see Regina Daniels with her mom. There's a picture of them even kissing together. So the love has always been there between themselves and the family. So, and this started changing her. Papa believed that she's influenced by the family and friends. So he decided to cut them off. And that is where the whole genesis of this problem started from. The whole genesis of this problem, just please permit me, the whole genesis of this problem started from the fact that you don't want me as Regina to meet with my family. For what? Who are you? Who are you to tell me that I don't want you? I'm not supposed to meet with my family. Who are you to tell me that I'm so crazy? You get that feeling. You get that feeling. That who are you to tell me that I'm not supposed to talk to my family? Why am I not supposed to talk to my family? So he's trying to stop them from meeting each other, because he knows that anytime they get to meet each other, there's always this influence that he makes on his own wife, and he doesn't like it anymore. But there was a time he liked it. There was a time he was enjoying that crazy side. There was a time he was loving that crazy side. That any times he want her really, really high. He want her to be, you will feel that. You will love it. You will love, you want her to be very, very high. He could feel the vibes, feel the energy, he could actually feel it too. So he was loving it. But it got to a time that he was feeling that this girl is going crazy. And that was why he actually registered her for all of these shenanigans that he actually registered her for, saying she needs to go to rehab, she needs to take care of herself. I don't want a wife that does this. And because he was trying to cut all of these things off, it was very, very hard. Very hard. Very hard. Because the love between the family, it now looks like Nedu is fighting against all the family members. So it now got to a point that the brother will want to come, but he will not come when Nedu is around, because he knows that Nedu will complain. So Regina Daniels are now bringing in their family members whenever the husband is not around. That was why on that day of that incident, everybody can attest to the fact that Nedu was not in picture. Because on a normal day, Nedu because on a normal day, Nedu will not allow the brother to come into his house. So they are coming at the hot time. And probably I'm thinking that the security are actually finding it hard to let that guy in. I don't know what caused their issue. And that was when he came in my house. I am somebody. But in Neduwongo's house, I am a nobody because they don't want my family members to see me any longer. This man is trying to distance me from my family. But what he's actually doing in his own thinking, that Neduwongo is doing, according to what I can actually frame from all of this, is the fact that he's trying to restrict that connection, to break that bond of all of these illegal substance that this guy and all of these family members and all of the friends, because there was a particular post that he posted that made it known that Uche Montana, the Nollywood actress, this one is actually very, very shocking, to be very honest, very, very shocking. And I'm still wondering how possible that is, right? That Regina, that Uche Montana will be involved in this. And I'm also seeing something like Sonia Uche, because I saw Sonia Uche Montana. I don't know if Sonia Uche is also part. That all of these people are actually doing drugs together. And that is why I fear for Nollywood, in all honesty. Because this is not the first time we are seeing drugs in effect. Many of these people take it. And it actually affects them. But because they are doing movies and they are faves, we won't know. Many people were saying, oh, she's not taking drugs, she's not doing this, until she came out to actually come and tell us by herself. She has told us by herself that she's actually doing this particular thing. And that is the thing. She has told us that she's actually doing this particular drug, that she's actually taking it. But it doesn't actually really make sense, right? So he was trying to cut all of this connection. In as much as he has loved the party, he has loved it before, he loved this. See the way I'm sweating. Please permit me. I will try to. I didn't bring my face to it, but just permit me here. Just next time you will not be seeing all this sweat again. I'll be trying to clean up my face. But I just hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So he has been doing this to just distance themselves from the family. Just to distance themselves. Let me cut you from your family source so that you. But it now look like you want to be distancing me from my family. Why? Why would you want to do that? Why? So it was a big problem for her because she can't do with her family. There was a time he collected the phone. It might actually be true, so as not to be able to get in contact with these people before she returned the phone back. Because that was all he could think of. He couldn't beat. It's really, really crazy, to be very honest. Because I'm actually kind of looking in the lens. In as much as there's a possibility that I might be wrong, right? But I'm actually trying to look at the lens of things. I'm looking at the lens of things, and I actually want you to reason with me. Don't just reason with you. You reason with me. Reason, as I'm saying, is reason with me. You understand? So, looking at the lens of looking at it very, very clearly, you will see that this man was just trying to help this lady, but she wasn't seeing it like that. It was seeing it like distancing from the parenting. And if you know you love to do something, there's a time that you will need that thing one day. Now, especially if it's addiction, you will need those things one day. If she has actually finally admitted that she was actually doing this thing, who is supplying him? And he cannot actually mention that it was because if she had actually mentioned that it was Ned that was supplying him now, Kasala for bust. But he actually mentioned that she's actually taking this thing. I wish I could actually show you on the screen. So if she's actually mentioning that she actually really do take this thing, then who is supplying? So that was what Ned was doing. But it became like, oh, I'm doing too much. And he was just doing everything to help this lady. You understand? But she wasn't seeing it like that. Because if you are an addict and you need to take this particular substance, by the time that thing shock you, you know, get choice. You go to find way to meet with the brother. And now this man is distancing himself from the brother. And the brother will now come in the sense of, I want to protect my sister. I want to do this. That's what I'm saying. So let us continue. So her attitudes to him started changing. Papa believes that she's been influenced by family and friends, so he decided to cut him off. That's exactly what I've been talking about. So they decided to cut him off. Please, can you give me a second? I'm seeing 32 people on the chat right now. If you cannot leave, let me just bring out my face. I need to clean up my face, right? Let me just clean up my face. I have something here. Let me just clean up, right? Okay, so I'm back. I just need to clean up my face. And I have something here. Oh, many people have left. But we still have 19 people in the chat. So I'm coming. Okay, so let's continue. So if you can now see exactly what I was saying is what Papa Ned did. Papa saw that this thing started making her aggressive, plus whispers. And Papa believed that she's been influenced by families and friends, so he decided to cut them off. Make una no come spoil my baby for me type shit. This person is very, very crazy. Make una no come spoil my baby for me type shit. because he discovered that this thing was actually changing her really bad, really, really bad, really bad. It was changing her really, really bad. And also to cut off the act of using that thing, those illegal substance, because those things were affecting her. And he's the husband. He's seen all of these things. He's seen it. I'm saying these things, and you now want me not to cut you off from all of these people using it. I don't do it. I once enjoyed it. I once loved the fact that I see you like this. I once recognized the fantasy truly well. But no, you can't continue doing this, because if you continue doing this, it will affect you and it will kill you. And I'm the one that they will kind of blame. So he was doing everything, and everybody can agree that Ned loved Regina Daniels, and that is fact. Everybody can agree that Ned actually, in the real sense, love Regina Daniels. Everybody knows, even from some of the things that they do together. Imagine the whole Ned with all of his degrees. This man was painting charcoal on his face. The only person that can do that is just the influence of Regina. It's the influence of Regina that can actually carry that one kind of thing out. It is the influence. Apart from that, no influence can actually make Ned do that kind of thing. I'm wondering how she was able to coerce him into doing that kind of thing. And we have also seen so many crazy things that these two have actually done together. And you'll be wondering, Papa Ned cannot do this thing on a normal day if it's not for the fact that she actually truly loves Regina Daniels. If it's not for the fact that she truly loves Regina Daniels, we can actually see clearly that Papa Ned actually loves Regina Daniels. You see, till today, the reason why he's doing some of the things that he's doing is because he just feels like he has lost. And he just feels like he's not going to just go down alone. He needs to just do some things. That's what he's just doing. But everybody can see clearly that Papa Ned, because all of these things that he's doing, he's still just insisting on rehabilitation for this particular girl in question, Regina Daniels. That let this girl go for rehab. This girl need to go for rehab. Okay, if you like, I can fly you out. If you like, I will not allow you to stay with your family members, because those are the source that are actually giving you and feeding you with all of these things every now and then. So now he mentioned some name like Uche Montana. I don't know how true this one is, right? So that means Uche Montana is taking drugs too. It's hard to believe, but if it's true, then there is big problem. There is very, very big problem, to be very honest. So Uche Montana is taking drugs too. Oh. So that is just one of the things, and it's very, very crazy, man. Very, very, very crazy. Very, very crazy. And I'm actually saying Sonia. I don't know who that Sonia is. I don't want to believe that it is Sonia Uche. Let it just be Sonia, any other person. I just want to, because the pandemic in Nollywood with this taking of this thing, and that looks like, that was why there was a particular video that I was watching when Jaruma was actually making it known that it was Regina Daniels. They introduced her to this illegal substance. It was Regina Daniels. So you would try it for the first time. According to what you would try it for the first time. The first time you tried it, you thought they just tried the smoking one. Then from the next time, the balloon. Oh, I remember that the brother had first denied that she was not taking all of these things, not until she came out by herself to actually come and tell you that, oh, I did it. So let's just continue. Let's continue. So people saw that this thing was making her aggressive. Plus, we started, okay, I've read that. Then he decided to cut her off. I also cut her off. Even at that loud, they make her to talk to me anyhow. Because then now notice that, is it because of this thing that you are taking that is making you to talk to me anyhow? Me, Arifin leg there? Is it your family that is making you to talk to me anyhow? I'm your husband, though. Is this your family's influence that is making you to talk to me like this? It should not be. So that is just it. So he said, so Gina sees that as controlling and had to revolt. You are not my father. That's what that person wrote. You are not my father. You are not my father. You can't be telling me what to do. Who are you to tell me what to do? And that was why when we saw that video that actually trended that day, that she said she doesn't listen to him. She doesn't listen to him. The mother quickly behaved like, that mom, man, that Regina Daniels' mom. God, that woman. Kai. Regina Daniels' mom. Oh God. It is well. Because sometimes when I look at some of the action that this woman carried, I went to look at that video again, and I was looking at her reaction. Everybody needs to go and watch that video of Regina Daniels' mom when she was actually talking about Regina Daniels' mom again. When they were both together, Regina Daniels' mom was there, right? Regina was there. Then Neduwonko was there. Then there were other group of people that were there too, and they were discussing. And Regina and Neduwonko was like, Ned was like, this girl does not respect me. I looked at the mother's reaction and I just shook to my head. This mom is responsible for many of these atrocities that we are seeing now, all of these things. There was a particular interview that she even made. There was an interview that she made when she claimed that Regina is 19, turning 20, when they just got married a few months after down the line. Now we are getting to now see very clearly that Regina is not actually in the real sense 19 years old. That she's not actually 19 years old, she's 17 when they got married. Why lie? And if Regina Daniel is going to come up with the term that you know that I'm actually not 17 years old, why did you now agree to marry me? Then it will turn back to the family member, and that is exactly to the mother, because the man has actually said, the father of Regina, the papa of Regina, has actually said, I'm not an accomplice in this issue. I don't actually want Regina, I don't want Nedwonko to marry this girl. So we are not getting to find out that this particular girl in question is 17. Is 17. And what does our law say about 17 years old? So that's another problem in itself. And sometimes I just feel like that kind of law is kind of crazy. Because if you look at it, people in the north actually do those children marriage or those child marriages very, very well. They do it very well. It's a normal thing for them. Yeah. It's a normal thing for them here. But in Southwest, you are not allowed to do all this kind of thing. So if she's 17, and Regina Daniel is just revealing to us that she's 17, and they lied to the general public that she was 19 back then the question is why? Why? If Nedwonko actually knows that she's actually 17 and he got married to her, later finding out, why did he do that? Why? So a 60-something-year-old slept with a minor, or is it that she made a mistake? So a 17-year-old slept with a 60-something-years-old is, oh God, this is just crazy. To be very honest, the more you get to think about this case, you just get to see how crazy it is. Crazy. So a 60-something years old slept with a 17 years old. He never even reached 20, he never reached 19, never reached 18, which is the maximum age. All of them are accomplices in all of this issue. So let's just continue. So Gina sees it as controlling, and then she revolts. And because of that revolting, this man is now saying, Homo, you better calm down. You cannot revolt with me. You cannot revolt. And that is where the Kasala post. And this girl is like, I'm not doing a game. In my house, in my mother's house, I'm a queen. But in Regina Daniel's house, who am I? Who are you in Regina Daniel's house? Who are you in Nedwonko's house? Sorry. Who are you in Nedwonko's house? I am nothing. I don't have my freedom. I don't have the ability to do whatever I want to do. It looks like I'm being caged. It looks like I'm being locked. It looks like, It looks like all of these things that I'm being accused of. It's not even true. So it's very, very crazy, to be very honest. When I look at all this case, that this girl, being as much as she actually went through a lot in the reality of things, but she's not the one that caused all this thing. The mother is the one. That's why we are still going back to the mother. And that's why I said the mother is the cause of all of these things. For many of you that saw this video, this live through you will notice that is why the mother is actually the cause of all of this. Because in the reality of things, this marriage was not supposed to hold in the first place. Please just like this video so that many people can get to see us on live. I'm only seeing one like since 38 minutes. Please just like so that many people can get to see us more on live, right? So the reason actually started this, and the reason why she started this is simple. The reason why she started this is just for them to change from where they are to become another new person, to become a big person in the society. She knows that with the influence of Nedwonko, their lives will change. He knows that with the influence of Nedwonko, their story will change. And they saw the girl as a sacrificial lamb. They saw Regina as the perfect person. And everybody has seen the kind of person that Nedwonko likes. Everybody has seen the kind of person that Nedwonko likes on the normal day. The kind of person that Nedwonko likes beautiful fair, he get tastes. And that is what riches will do to you. It will make you have tastes. And because so many people are just desperate to be rich, I tell you today, I bet it with you today, that if Regina Daniels says she's not doing again, and Ned finally accepts, if Nedwonko says he actually wants to get married to another person tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is 9, right? If Nedwonko says he's getting married tomorrow, do you know that he will get married? Do you know? That's how crazy this is. Like if he says he's getting married tomorrow, like this, he's getting married tomorrow. I actually want to get married tomorrow. I want to get married tomorrow. I must get married tomorrow. Nedwonko, I want to choose. He will actually get married. That is where the crazy thing is. I swear to God, that guy will get married because many people, because of the wealth, will come in. If he says he actually wants application of new women, that she's not even doing that, he wants application of new women. Do you know that over I don't want to know how many numbers I will count, but I can tell you that over 5,000 people, over 20,000 people will apply to be Nedwonko's wife again, even after everything that Regina Daniel complained of. So I'm not going to blame Regina Daniels for all of this. I'm not going to blame Regina Daniels. The person I have to blame, to apportion the blame to, because those are the person, and that is why we have parents. That is why not all parents are true parents. They might look loving, we are doing it to help you, but they are putting you will not receive the joy at last. The joy that you're supposed to enjoy, you will not enjoy it at last. And you will not be wondering to yourself, with all the wealth that this man claimed to have, I enjoyed everything, I enjoyed every of this wealth. I'm so happy that I enjoyed some of this wealth. I was able to ride Ferrari. I was able to spend that which I have made. Right? Apart from the fact that I have made, I have people that are working for me. I have people that are with me every now and then. We enjoy our company together. All of these things, this guy was enjoying them. She was enjoying them. Regina Daniel was enjoying them. But still, there was no peace of mind. She was finding it daily. As this man is growing old, she needs to be knocking her. He needs to still be knocking her. And sometimes Regina Daniels will look at this man. This is the man that I want to knock again. God, I beg. This is a 60-something-year-old man. This man is not appealing. But she doesn't have a choice. She just has to do the knocking. And sometimes when he now looks at Regina Daniels, he say, I'm down, no. Or probably she forms it. Or if, let's say she doesn't even form it safe. And probably she's really, really down. And Nedwonko looks at it. After everything I've done for you, because till now, when I look at some of the write-ups of Nedwonko, I'm just laughing. Because to be very honest, if you look at it critically well, you will discover that this man actually spent a lot on that family. He spent a lot. He did so much on that family. He did so much on that family. He did so much for that family. He did so much. Imagine your brother-in-law, you look at him and say, because I'm a rich man, I rent house for you, furnish the house. And after furnishing the house for you, I bought you musical instrument that you said you want. That is investing in somebody else's life like that. And you did all of those things without collecting cover. And that person comes online to come and tarnish your image. Imagine you sending somebody to school for their last two years, sending this one to school, doing all of these things without complaining. And this is how you want to repay me. That is the thing that is vexing that man. That is like waste of investments. but the person that we are supposed to apportion blame into is Nedwonko himself and the mother. That's why every of my word will still be on to the mother. Hey, sorry, my phone wanted to fall from the stand. But let me read what Regina Daniels said. Regina Daniels' father, Jude Ojiogu, that's the name. But you know that Regina Daniels was the one that actually Regina Daniels' mother was one that actually took care of Regina Daniels and the other sister and the other siblings, right? About 5 of them or thereabouts. So they actually changed their name to Regina Daniels and not Ojiogu. So let us read what Jude Ojiogu, the father of Regina Daniels, actually wrote back then. He actually said, Regina Daniels Ojiogu is my biological daughter. Whatever is going on is not to my knowledge and without my consent. That means for the marriage, and that is why you will continue to, I will still continue to still blame that woman. Because if you look at it very well, he said, whatever is going on is not in my own knowledge and without my consent. I saw that the two have actually come back together now, just of recent, about 3 days ago. Regina Daniels posted 3 days or 4 days ago. Regina Daniels posted a picture of the man and the mother, Regina Daniels and Jude Ojiogu together. You understand? Probably these guys have actually come back together. I don't know. And he's saying that whatever is going on is not in my knowledge. That was when there was this trending news that Nedwonko actually wanted to marry Regina Daniels back then in 2019, because this post I'm seeing now is 28th of May 2019. Our mother, Rita Daniels, is treading on a dangerous path. Imagine. That was what this man wrote, the father of the child. He said the reason why you need father in your life. Is it the reason why fatherhood should not be scrapped? Oh, I can take care of my child. Look at the kind of evil that this woman did to her daughter, just because there was no father picture. He actually made this known that our mother, Rita Daniel, is treading on a dangerous path, and I hope she retraces her step. That was what he wrote. He said, even the initiation ceremony into Otu Odu appears completely strange to Regina Daniels or Diego. I don't know if that makes sense to you. He says, even the initiation ceremony into Otu Odu, I don't know how to pronounce that, appears completely strange to Regina Daniels or Diego. Regina is from Ogushi Uku and not from Olo, as being rumored. All the opportunities for Mr. Ned Nwoko to discuss with me proved abortive. So at that point in time, Jude or Diego, who is the father of Regina Daniels, was trying his possible best back then to actually meet with Ned Nwoko to make sure that this marriage doesn't work. But at that point in time, the mother was saying he has not taken care of the child for this and that, and he has no right. He has no right to come and say it is now that he actually want to come and read from where he did not so. All of those kind of statements, all of those kind of things. We didn't actually know what actually transpired between them, but it seems they have settled it now. So let us just leave that one past. But this was what he was saying back then. All the opportunities to meet with Mr. Ned Nwoko proved abortive. Not realize that we once lived in the same house in Awoyokun Street, Onikanpon, Lagos. The implication of all of this is that she impregnated herself. The name Regina was my late mother's name. And tried to exercise restraint. But Regina mother kept pushing me to the wall. And I'm alive. I'm not dead. If in doubt of this post, call Barrister Jude or Diego. So that was what he said. So he said he didn't know that she was actually pregnant. He didn't know that she was actually pregnant. So now he's saying that he's alive. Back then, he's saying that he's alive. He's saying that he's alive. He's not dead. He's alive. Well, I'm alive. I'm not dead. That was what he was saying at that point in time. I am alive. I'm not dead. Nothing's happening to me. Why are you taking me out of the equation? But because he was not there throughout, probably the young life that she actually spent till like 18, Regina Daniels' mother has a point. You understand? If you have not been there for me, why is it that you're now coming out to come and say you want to actually go? But this was what he's saying, that it was without his knowledge and without his concern, and that this dangerous part that they're actually going through, this just looks like film. It looks like all this Nollywood film. I swear, this is supposed to be in a movie. To be very honest, it's going to be a season movie. And it's going to be sweet, to be very honest. Because I'm looking at this looks like the Beast and I've forgotten the name of this. The Beast and what's it called? Chai, it's going to be very, very interesting, in all honesty. Because I'm looking at this. This man has already foretold that this is actually going to happen. And it happened. So had they had listened to this man, though his mouth was smelling, but if they had listened to him back then, probably they wouldn't have found themselves in all of these things. But it has happened. There is nothing that can be done about it, right? There is nothing that can be done about it. There's something I actually want to show you guys. That is why I'm actually trying to look at this. There's something I'm trying to show you. But there's one thing that is actually persistent in all of this. In as much as we are going to talk about the mother, there's one thing that is persistent about Ned Nwoko, right? And that is the fact that there's always this accusation to all of his wives, many of his wives, about two of them. There is the one, Flora Okeke. And let me read this to you, right? Let me try and read this to you. Many of you don't know this. right? But it's actually trending. I saw this on QT Juice. For those that know QT Juice on Instagram, they said the news. There's this particular babe called Flora Okeke. Is one of the wives of Regina Daniel, or one of the wives of Nedu Nwoko, I mean. And Abuja babe Flora Okeke arrested for prostitution in Pretoria Hotel. This was one of the wives of Nedu Nwoko. One of the wives of Nedu Nwoko. The new trend is spreading into big babes of the country. The act is becoming impact in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. Investigation conducted is that most big girls in FCT, in order to meet up with their big lifestyle, they resort to high-level prostitution to make money. But listen, which they do as runs. In recent case, which is being discussed in the hushed tones across Abuja, is about a 25 years old young lady named Flora Okeke. Flora is half caste. She's a beautiful lady who resides in Abuja. We learned that the lady met and started dating a former House of Representative member who is based in the capital. And the former House of Representative member is actually Nedu Nwoko. You see that? So this particular lady in question was actually and it was said, according to QT Juice. I wish I could post all of these things so that you can be seeing me. I don't know if YouTube can actually remove the background just like TikTok, so that we're able to see all of these things by myself. I'll just leave the screen so I can see it. But I don't think we're able to do that here, and it's so painful. Like, I can't show you things on my screen. So according to what is being said now, you can see that this lady had a son, or Flora Okeke had a son for Nedu Nwoko. And because he actually has a son for Nedu Nwoko, this girl was actually arrested She was actually arrested for prostitution. We don't know whether it is true or false. We can't say if this is actually true or false. So that is just the case. And to be very honest with you, this story is actually very, 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 very crazy. It's very, very crazy. Very crazy. I'm seeing the video of Jaruma right now taking drugs, and I will have talking about the fact that Regina actually introduced her to drugs. And to be very honest, is that one safe? Hey, let me show you about the one about Layla, right? Layla. I wish I could play the video for you guys. Don't go Layla. Okay. So yes, let's talk about the Layla story. Yes, Layla was one of Nedu Nwoko's wife, and he's the current wife, that beautiful Moroccan wife, that beautiful lady. Because I just wonder why this man doesn't go for beautiful ladies. Can somebody tell me why? That Moroccan wife, beautiful. That lady, beautiful, gone. Even at her age, like, she's still very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. Toro. Like, oh my God, looks like they're using it to pepper themselves up and down. Like, you need to be very beautiful. That lady is very beautiful. But let's leave that. Now, Layla, then Sabina, Moroccan wife now. So she made this statement back then when they were having issues. They had first had issues, but they have settled it now. So they are now back together. So according to what she posted on her page back then, she said, "Hello, guys." It happened that many people were actually commenting on her. They were coming for her. Her name is MNS Layla Charani. So she said, "Hello, guys. I just want to say that no one has the right to talk about my marriage. Please stop talking about people's life. I have divorced already." That's Layla, the current wife that we actually see him with now. "I have divorced already, and nothing between me and him. And anybody follow me, and anybody that follows me because of him, you can please unfollow. Thanks." That was what Layla wrote back then, meaning that she had issues in her own marriage too. And also I'm also having here a post that says, "I have given her enough time I'm seeing tagging that post, Honorable President Nwoko. I am sorry," where she actually had to apologize. She posted it on her story where she actually had to apologize. If I read it where she says, "I am sorry over what I posted about me and my husband. We are not divorced. I have been under pressure over some things that has nothing to do with this." That was what Honorable Ned Nwoko gave to her to post. That was what Ned Nwoko actually gave her. She gave her the right up that she's supposed to. Oh God. That's why you cannot actually trust this man. But in as much as we know that the mother is actually responsible, this man self, he get your own for body. Because tell me why your husband will be the one writing your, what's it called? The post that you're supposed to post for yourself. Why is your husband doing that one for you? You understand? So she said, I have given her enough time to, and after that, after what she wrote, Leila went off. And she now came again. She now came again and made this particular post that I have given her enough time to post this and close her Instagram account unless she doesn't want peace. This was what Leila posted on her Instagram page. This was what she posted on her Instagram page. Imagine you coming to post. It was a big deal back then. Big deal. She wrote this on her Instagram page that time. I don't know what post Nedwonko was holding at that particular time. This was when she was also young. Then she now came back to now make this post. Leila now came back to post after all the accusation and everything. She said, this is to my entire Nedwonko's family. I have realized that I've made a mistake. They were not intentional. I listened too much to outsiders, and I have decided to apologize to my husband and other members of my family. I want peace and progress in the family. In the family. After she had actually posted and told us that I have given her enough time to post this and close her Instagram page unless she doesn't want peace. Now she's saying she's doing it because of peace. So I think the same thing that played with Leila is actually what is playing with is actually what is playing with Regina Daniels currently. And in as much as we are not actually going to blame Regina Daniels for this, right? It's because she was naive. She was young. She was supposed to be in school at that time. The first time into one marriage. Now we are getting to know that she's 17 years old. It's crazy. Very, very crazy. So, she's saying that I have given her enough time. Nedu won't go typing this, or I've given her enough time to post this and close her Instagram account unless she doesn't want peace. And now she came out to now write, this is to entire Nedu Wonko's family. I have realized that I made a mistake. They were not intentional. I listened too much to outside. To my husband and other members of my family. I want peace and progress in the family. And they now later came back together. So this is not the first time that this is actually happening. This is not the first time. 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 So can we now say, because if there are trajectories to things, if there are things that we can actually point out to that this has happened here, it has happened here, it has happened with this person, that person is not innocent. You need to actually look into that matter very well. That's why I pity Regina Daniels in all of this. I pity her. The mother sent her to a dangerous road. The mother sent her into the dungeon. The mother sent her into where she was not supposed to send her to. And it's so sad. It's so sad because I'm actually looking at this. Does it actually make sense that she actually goes through all of this problem? Does it actually make sense? I feel for that lady, to be very honest, because she was the pawn in all of this. Nedu Wonko actually married that trophy wife. Yes. For many of you that don't know what trophy is, let me start for what trophy is. For many of you that don't know what trophy wife means, trophy wife actually means that somebody that you marry just for decoration. Yes, let me see if I can actually get what trophy wife is, right? Trophy wife. If I leave, it will leave. But the trophy wife means something around that nature. Trophy wife is not somebody that you just an old man, an old rich man just marrying a particular young lady just for the trophy. There's a kind of status that comes with Regina Daniels being by your side as wife. Very beautiful. When others are marrying old or people that have actually married themselves for long, and you're having this beautiful lady beside you, and everybody are hiring your wife. You know what I mean? You know that status. And the fact that Regina Daniels has over 15 million followers again. You know what that one means? You know what that means? Every day, she has that much influence, man. She has that crazy influence. She has that mad influence. You understand? So many people will respect Ned more. And the reason why Ned even won his election was not because of anything. No. It was just because of Ned. It was not because of Regina. Many Regina fans supported Ned. You understand? So all of these are in place. Just all of these are in place. And it's actually really, in the real sense, it's just so sad that this is happening to this girl. And she deserves all the help that he needs. And Edwin also deserves all the help that he can get. I just wish that even if Regina Daniels, because I don't advise that he goes back to that marriage, that she goes back to that marriage after every of this drama, it should not be like Leila's case. You understand? We don't know what Leila is even facing right now. Because if Regina Daniels is talking about the fact that she's actually facing something, we don't know what Leila is facing. But this man is definitely going to win. So I'm just going to quickly I will be wrapping up very, very soon. I'll be wrapping up very, very soon because I actually plan to spend 1 hour and almost in 1 hour already. This is my first life, and to be very honest, I'm proud of myself and I'm proud of all of you watching. I have 14 people. I got about 50 something, 40 something. You understand? So I'm proud of myself, and I'll be coming live very, very soon. We are very, very well because this is actually encouraging. Very, very encouraging, very encouraging. I love the fact that many of you are actually getting to watch me, and I love it for myself. And I'm promising I'll be coming live very, very well now to discuss issues that are trending. We will need to start discussing and dissecting them one by one. I'll be giving you my own opinion about all of this issue. I love the fact that I'm able to actually draw this kind of numbers. You understand? I'm maybe 18 people right now. So before we conclude the chat, I'm going to end with this particular, the particular advice that VDM actually gave. The particular advice that VDM actually gave. I know some of you don't like VDM, but I love the advice that he gave. And what is the advice that he gave? He said that let Regina Daniels go for rehab. Regina Daniels, go for that rehabilitation. Go for that rehab. Cleanse yourself. It will not be hard though. Addiction is one thing that you will decide one day that you want to stop. And one other thing, distance yourself from the people that actually don't want to see that it stops. It's very, very hard though. It's very, very hard. But if you can distance yourself from if it's your family member that actually want to continue doing this thing, for now, distance yourself. And I think that was what Nedwonko was trying to do, that you saw as something really, really harsh, that is trying to actually segregate you guys. But on your own, if you can decide to have the best of people, let them take you for that rehab, cleanse your system, rehabilitate you, come back and come and fight this man if you have all the evidence against him. Because I don't want to believe that in 5 years, with all of these things that you claim, you don't have evidence. Then it's a shit of a thing to come and be fighting. Because before you can leave the house, you should have gathered evidence. Make it done plenty. You should have gathered evidence. If truly you know what you are doing, if truly you truly know what you are doing in this house, you should have gathered evidence. Then after you have cleansed yourself and they have certified you clean, then you can now come and say, oh, I want to fight Regina, I want to fight Nedwonko. Then you take the matter to court. Because many of the things that you are going to be saying, they will say you are under the influence of this thing called illegal substance. That is what they will say. They will say you are under the influence of it. That is exactly what they will say. Every now and then, because no matter what you want to say, they will say you are under the influence. But if you can actually cleanse yourself, do yourself the favor to cleanse yourself, then come and now fight Nedwonko the way you actually want to. You want to take custody of the kids back. You want the kids around you. You want to every of the thing that you actually want to do. You can now do everything. It will be hard. It will be a very hard journey, but it's for the best of it. It's for the betterment of yourself. It's for you to cleanse yourself. It's for you to make yourself better. If you get to watch this video, I don't know if you were able to get to watch it, but notwithstanding, you understand what I'm saying? Because she actually really needs it. She needs to free herself from all of those people, cut herself off from all of those people doing all of those things. Cut herself off finally, truly, thoroughly from all of these people. Yes, she actually needs to help herself, and she's the only one that can actually help herself. She's the only one that can actually help herself. And also, if you can do yourself the favor of not talking on social media, I know you'll want to be forced to talk, but the more you talk, the more you fumble, because you are not supposed to in the first place admit that you're even doing drug. Right? Your lawyer is supposed to want to vetting whatever you are saying before you say these things. But I feel like this is where we are going to end the live for today. I'm really, really happy. We still have 7 people on the chat, right? I'm really, really happy with all of these people that joined me. I'm so glad. You don't know how joyful I am, to be very honest. And I would love to see you anytime I'm doing more live, because I'm definitely going to be doing more. Definitely going to be doing more. I promise you. Any gist like this, gather everything that I come to share with you, and I'm giving you more updates about all of these things. My name is Favour, And I actually post some videos, right? I post some videos, but some of them don't actually go nowadays. Probably I cannot do live. I love talking to people. I really, really do love, and you will love me. You will enjoy me. For all of you that are currently watching me, you will enjoy me the more, right? So thank you for actually watching. Thank you for sticking around. For those that enjoyed me, thank you so much. You can always leave a comment even after living this life. Thank you. What do you actually love about me? Is it the way I shout? Is it the way I scream? Anything you love about me. But I'm so happy that I was able to do this. I was actually contemplating on doing this live. In all honesty, I was contemplating so hard, so hard, so hard, so hard to do this thing. Remember, will you do this? I just said, let's just do it. Let's try it. If anybody doesn't enjoy it. But funny enough, I was able to see people. I was able to see you people. Oh God. Thank you very much. I really, really love you guys, and I don't take it for granted. I have 10 people right now, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So we end it here. Right, we end it here because it's getting dark already, and I'm actually making use of the sunlight. Right, yes, I'm actually making use of the sunlight. So thank you very much for everyone watching. I'm really, really grateful. God bless you all. Tomorrow, if there's any gist, I'll also come on live, so you can do well. So always stick around. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Subscribe so that anytime, if you have not subscribed yet, just subscribe now. Subscribe now. Don't forget to subscribe. Just click on that subscribe button. I'm seeing these people in the chat. Just subscribe. I have about 250,000, but that is not the point. I want you to join the family. Yes, I want you to join the family. And if you join the family, it's just going to make sense for me. So I'll turn off the notification button. You understand? Turn on the notification button. So whenever I go on live, you're able to get notification and you come and meet me and join me so that we can have a very good, beautiful, nice time together. Nice time together. I'm so grateful for you guys. So see you the next time we meet. Tomorrow, probably by this time. All right. See you in the next. Love you guys. Lastly. Oh my goodness. I love you, Lord. I love you all. Oh. I'm finding it difficult to have this life. That's what it's about. Things that you don't know how to do. You could just be. I'm finding it difficult though. You guys can go. Me, I don't know how to have this life. You can go. But if you still like seeing my face, I don't mind. But you guys can actually go. If you're loving me, no wala, no wala, no wala. But I actually want to go because there are some things I actually want to attend to right away, But I'm finding it difficult to do that. Oh, I really, really do enjoy coming live now. And I think I'm gone. So see you in the next. Bye.